YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back in the Parthian campaign, and we're about to pick up where we left off. I did a couple of things just real quick. I tore down all the buildings in Amul so that I could get the money back, and then tore down some buildings here too. I'm going to try and make these places rebel, so that if the enemy does want to take them, they'll be worthless. They won't get any buildings or anything else important out of it for me. So I'm kind of hoping that'll work out. We need to retake this city from Parthiva. Hopefully I can do that on the next turn, and then we should be able to hold here at least for the time being. Let's go ahead and rebuild our animal breeder, which we need, and I'm going to tear this building down and replace it with a farm. So we need to upgrade my spy, so I'm going to give him increased chance of critical success, which should be helpful. And I think we're ready to end the turn here. I did turn on the 4 turn per year mod. It was updated to work with patch 14. So, should be all ready to go. Really, I just want to secure my home province again. It's not a very defensible one, but at least if I can secure it, I can get some of my income back and defend it better than the position I'm in now, at least. I'm obviously worried that other factions are going to declare war on me at any moment. Yeah, okay, so we've got rebellion imminent in those other provinces, that's fine. And temporarily my income just went down because I tore down some of those buildings. But we can go retake this city here, and that should put us in a better position. So we've gotten our major city center back. I didn't lose any units there to the auto-resolve, which was fortunate. Parthiva is once again destroyed, and we can go ahead and build our farm here, and I got my buildings back unscathed here, which is nice. So my income just popped back up a little. I wouldn't say it's good, but it's alive. And there's some rebels here, eastern rebels, that are potentially going to try and take this back from these guys. So let's see.
How can I serve you?
Let's bring this agent down here closer to the city where he might be of some value.
As you command, my lord.
What does this do? So whilst deployed agents cannot act, increasing tax rates. Protect local settlements against authoritarian agent actions. That won't help me a whole lot. Let's see, this army's got its movement points back. The Bactrians are going to run. I'm going to go ahead and destroy them entirely. I want to get rid of their army. So give them a quick face stabbing so that Patchy can resume business as usual. Let's get back to our settlement. I don't see the enemy Bactrian spy anywhere. Not sure where she's gotten off to. Yeah, not quite sure, but this will give these guys a chance to retrain a little bit. We can bring these cities back under control. Again, just going to let these places rebel. Be better off if they were. That way I don't have to take care of them nor defend them, and we can kind of consolidate a little bit. You can unlock dread on that general. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Got a little bit of spare cash I'm sitting on here. Not much. Not much at all. If I could somehow get a third army together, it would help a lot. This is at Merv, or one of those other cities that I don't really care about defending. So Baktria can have it. No, it's Amul. Place is all ready to rebel, so hopefully it'll end up giving the Bactrians some crap. And there's a lot of raiding and other stuff going on over there. The biggest problem I've got is how in the world I'm going to get rid of the Khorasami, or whatever their name is, the ones that came from up at Kath. Really should have never declared war on those guys. Hey, if someone's offering a non-aggression pact, you can have it. Just don't attack me right now. That's the last thing I need, really. These guys are going to go ransack Bukhara again. It's fine. See if I can cause them a little damage. I did. There are some rebels in that province. Hopefully the rebels can give those guys some grief too. Good, they actually took the city from me, and then they're trying to chase off the rebels. Hopefully the rebellion continues, so it gives them some trouble. Man, Sagittaria. Good grief. Those guys are at war with me. Again, no idea why they are. Man, that stupid Bactrian spy is back. Okay. And I don't even... What was it? Nisa, but I can't even see the Bactrian spy. So I guess I'll just go into the deployed mode here, which it's going to make my province rebel without anything happening because of that spy being there. That is just downright irritating. You know what? Well, this place is probably under less threat than anywhere else, so let's force march this army over here to Zadrakarta. I don't have much money, but let's go ahead and raise another army here. Let's see, and we'll I guess we'll reinstate a legacy. Won't matter much because both these guys got beat down. I don't know whether it's better to take the armored horse archer or the cataphracts. Cataphracts could probably help me out against enemy infantry more. So, and this is going to start running me pretty low on funds, but I need some troops to at least just try and hold this city. So we'll do that while this army retrains. That army is big enough to take care of itself, as is this one. If I can get a couple of armies together here, we can maybe put together an effective push in a couple of spots. Merv is still under my control for some odd reason. Yeah, it looks like these rebels are up here raiding against these guys, so that'll help keep them busy. Kath was taken over by the Masegete, which means that'll limit the power of the Khorasmi. Really want... I can't trade with the Masegete, but
be welcome.
They do want a defensive alliance, so I'll take that. They're at war with Baktria, and I could badly use their help here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and end this turn. Ooh, we're in quite the predicament here. I'm going to feel a lot better when I can get a more secure position and less enemies everywhere. It gets pretty crazy when you start in the Far East. A lot of factions, a lot of satrapies and other weird stuff, and it can just turn into a complete crapshoot in very little time. And of course, on this difficulty setting, it makes things different.
Join your mighty strength with ours in this struggle. I ask.
They want me to join their war against the Roxolani. Really don't want to. And it looks like the Masegete are not in a very good position, so I'm actually going to reject their offer there. As much as I would like to help, there's nothing I can do to help in that situation. I don't think they realized that my relationship with them was really intended to be one-sided. And since Baktria took Merv, the Sagittarii are going to back off. Those guys are allied with Arya, but I can't get them to stop declaring war on me, which means that I'm going to... Oh, there's that spy. Alright, let's take my spy out of this mode. I'm going to try for an assassination here. Just even if we can wound this agent and get her out of here for a while. Thank goodness. Can't take any more of that crap. She's about to single-handedly ruin my province. We need to rebuild my light horse studs, which is a military stable, and then we can upgrade this farm with a little bit of money we have. Try and stabilize our economy some. Take these guys out of force march, and let's bring reinforcements up to Nisa. Zadrakarta should be safe, as long as I don't let people get in behind me, and then this settlement can defend itself with probably fewer troops, as long as I get enough slingers and stuff here to help out. And then we can probably upgrade. Let's see, it does give me a little more wealth. Yeah, quite a bit more actually. It does cost me some food, but I have a farm that's about to be completed anyway. Let's go ahead and do it. Get these buildings rebuilt. I mean, I'm going to have to rebuild my economy. It's my only hope here. Take those guys out of forced march. I don't really see any point in going to recapture Merv at the moment. But, I mean, Baktria does have more provinces than I'd like them to have. And to be honest, if I could put together a real quick thrust with one army through Merv and onto Amul, that would put a hurt on Baktria, because then I can move these guys in to just kind of hold my settlement at Merv. It's going to be difficult, though, because Sagittaria will probably send reinforcements once again. But since they went back on their way, I mean, really need a peace treaty with those guys. It's not like I've done anything to them. Okay, let's see. I mean, if they offered me peace, that would be fantastic. Really, I just need to get at least one of these enemies beat down.
I call now for you to take to arms against these
human wolves.
Give your warriors leave to fight.
I really can't afford a war with the Roxolani, pal, because then if they beat you, then they're coming all over me. And if you're not in a real convincing position there... Okay.
At your command.
These guys are finally getting retrained. Since I'm within range, let's actually put a hit on Merv. Bactria's got no defenses, so to speak. So we should be able to easily take Merv and beat up some of their armies in the vicinity pretty badly. Mine took a little more damage than I'd like, but it wasn't too bad. And honestly, I'm just going to leave these buildings for now because I need the money and I don't want to spend any money. And I've got that army back there, so now maybe we can draw some Bactrian attention for just a couple of turns. Okay, let's see if we can make any, continue to make any progress here. I mean, the hard thing's going to be is I just don't have the best troops. The enemy is on the very hard settings. Certain armies I'm going to do good against right now. My builds are pretty good for taking down infantry heavier factions like Baktria. Not so good at taking down the horse archer faction that's up there at Bukhara. Baktria is raiding in Merv, which stinks because they just have those single units out there, but they're going to... Man, really? She's already back. That spy that I wounded is already back there, and I need to get my spy closer to the action. It was a mistake for me to get that far away. I have terrible chances of actually getting rid of her here, but it's not likely my agent's going to get wounded, so I'll just go for it. Wow, talk about lucky. So we wounded her again. No doubt she'll be back in a single turn or something like that. Now Merv is extremely upset because of those agent actions. That's just downright irritating. Oh, hurry up and retrain, retrain. I do need to recruit a few more units here. I'm running pretty low on money, but I mean, this army is going to need a few more units. I'm going to wait till the next turn, and I'm going to leave those buildings there for now too. Let's just go ahead and end one more turn. Really need to get a herd on Baktria, but I'm just worried that in order for me to do that, then Sagittaria is going to come up from the south and screw me over. Like, I mean, it's just going to be really hard for me to defend the home front here. It's going to be almost impossible, actually. I don't care if a subject gained notoriety. Alright, do nothing. Don't care. Alright. Don't have time for that stuff right now, if you all can't tell. Let's see. So let's take this army and make for a mule and take it back. Baktria can't defend it. So auto-resolve here again, because there's really no reason for me to fight these. Sometimes I tend to do worse than the auto-resolve. Alright, so we've retaken Amul. Again, they have a bunch of buildings here that aren't going to be of very much use to me. So I'm just going to slate them for teardown. And I'll go ahead and convert the town centers in these two places. And I'll convert that farm because it's not going to take a whole lot of money. Let's see. I'm going to put this agent down into his action stance so that we can try and protect against enemy agents. And then we're going to need to move this army forward to Merv, both to garrison it and keep the public order in check. This province will be stabilizing. Okay. Kind of feels like maybe I'm making a little progress here, but I'm still very cautious because I'm worried. I really need a champion as well. I don't know if I can recruit champions yet, because it could start. He could start training up my armies. Yes, I can. Get a champion. Is there any of them with military improvements? Dang it! None of them come with extra military training skill. Let's see if they have anything else. +2 unit replenishment. That would be handy. Let's pick this guy. All right. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Get that extra agent while I have a little bit of money. That situation probably won't last for too long. Just really need to capture Bactria's 2 major cities there and put them under. There comes one of their champions. It's the last thing I need right now. I'm going to have to send my spy forward to Bukhara. The Roxolani did indeed destroy the Massagetei.
We come to you in strength.
These guys want a peace treaty. They are also at war with the Roxolani. So I think it would bode well for me to give them a peace treaty. So I'm going to accept. And at least maybe the Roxolani will focus on them rather than me for the time being. Subversion of Merv. The other political faction's going crazy on me, but I still have really good influence. So I've discovered that, politically speaking, you're better to do nothing rather than try, it seems. I don't understand the political system. It's really strange. Let's see if we can... What's my chances of manipulation? Actually, pretty good chance of manipulation. Let's see if we can steal this hero. No, at least we kept him from doing anything back to me. Since I'm not under any immediate threat from Cath, it would do well for me to get in here and try and take this city from the Bactrians. I'm going to have to trespass a little in order to get there, but it's worth the risk. Those people already dislike me, so it's not like I'm going to make them dislike me anymore. And then we could actually march on Baktria itself. But I'm just worried about the Sagittaria coming up and just sweeping through, so I think I'll wait on that actually and see if we can focus on one of their cities at a time and just kind of keep my defense up, because I can't lose my income or farms or anything else like that right now. Let's see, this makes my guy do more cultural conversion and better chance of persuading. We'll take that. I finished my research, which is going to be a huge help. This gives me more cultural conversion. I don't really see the point in that at the moment. Let's see, Eastern Bazaar. This gives me some increased tariffs. I don't really have any trade agreements per se, so that's not going to do me a lot of good. +3 growth and +3 wealth, that can't hurt. The growth will help me be able to expand my cities, get more buildings. So definitely not going to hurt. Let's see. This guy's still in his agent stance. This veteran can go ahead and join this army and begin some military training. In the turn, at least we're getting a little bit of money back here, and again, I'm going to be cautiously optimistic that we're making some progress against Baktria. Here comes a bunch of them though, and they've probably used an agent on my general ahead of time. Well, if they did, it was not successful. So Bactria's come out against me in open combat. They have a bunch of pikemen, eastern spearmen, armored elephants there. I'm trying to think whether this is a good idea or not. I think I can take them. I mean, I have a lot of horse archers, but I know my infantry's worthless. With some rear charges and stuff, they'd be good. I have the tools to take down their elephants. I'm a little worried about their 2 Hellenic Cataphract units. I don't have a lot of great tools for taking them out. I don't know what choice we have but to try here, so let's fight the battle and see what we can do. And this will probably be the end of this particular episode. I'm going to need to play well here in order to pull this off. A lot of woods. I don't want to skirmish in the woods because that's going to take away my horse archer's ability to get a lot of kills. The enemy is going to have to gather its reinforcements, but rushing them won't really do me a lot of good either. Yeah, I really don't want to skirmish much in the woods. I'd kind of like to draw them out into this open area back here. So I might just take my horse archers forward to harass. I'll leave my main infantry line back here.
Spearmen ready for orders.
Again, let's take all my horse archers, put them in a group. Same thing with my Medians. That way I can kind of get quick access to these units. Let's put these guys in some of this scrub for protection. Alright. Start the battle. Let's head forward and see if we can start getting shots on the enemy troops. They got a lot of pikemen up here. Peltis, Bactrian light horse. So if we engage their light horse, we just need to make sure that we don't do it too close for their infantry to be able to support. So that's really the only caution I think we need to throw in there. Otherwise we can kind of take our time and skirmish these guys down. I'm gonna come up here from a distance. Bactrian Light Horse, Hellenic Cataphracts.
We await your order.
See if their cavalry starts chasing me.
Order.
Not really sure how the AI is going to react to all this. If we could get their cataphracts to chase me, I might be able to use heavy shot on them. Feel free to open fire, horse archers. I must be just outside of range still. Most of the Bactrian troops are coming from behind.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units. Riders advance!
Okay. Really not wanting to shoot too much at these Bactrian hillmen. They're not my main concern, but I can't seem to convince any of the AI units that I want to skirmish with to come forward. There's another Bactrian light horse over there. But, I mean, if we can lure these hillmen out and kill them, might as well take advantage of it. Anything we can do piecemeal is going to be good, as long as I save some arrows for the elephants, which are now lining up over here. I've always got slingers remaining, too, for their pike infantry. It's not like their pike infantry can catch me, so I guess it's better to not waste ammo on the pike infantry.
Riders at the double!
Okay, looks like we've just about killed their hillmen. Let's see if we can get some of this cab over here, get them interested.
As you wish.
Let's pull back a little bit. We've got some Bactrian light horse coming up on me.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Go ahead and go back into... Hopefully that Bactrian light horse can't catch me. If the AI gets all kinds of combat boost, it's quite possible that they get speed boost as well. But yeah, let's see if we can lure these Bactrian light horse away from their protection. There we go. We should start getting some kills on this Bactrian light horse. I'll take my guys off skirmish for just a second because I'm getting my move order screwed up by this other Bactrian light horse.
Our hidden units have been discovered. Our general is under attack.
Of course, my general just got caught, even though he had an order to not get caught. Let's take my slingers, turn them off fire at will. These Bactrian light horse are just going to push right on past and go for my horse archers, which is really bad. That's the last thing I want right now. Some Bactrian horse archers here I'm going to try and catch. Oh. And of course I'm not going to be able to, so let's come back into this fight. I managed to take out some enemy light horse over here, which is good, because those light horse are a pretty real threat to my my skirmishers and stuff, especially in late game. And we got all these Bactrian light horse pinned. Enemy elephants coming from the other flank. I'm going to turn my slingers. As soon as that unit there rounds, now we can get out of here. I'm going to need horse archers on this other flank to deal with the elephants. I'm going to start moving them that way. My horse archers are not on skirmish, so I'm going to need to remember this. There's a Hellenic Cataphract chasing me over here. This is still going to be a very difficult battle to wage. My slingers are killing some of the Bactrian horse archers, but now there's freaking Peltis coming at me. I'm going to need to get my Median Cav into them because they're going to quickly destroy my infantry.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Got a Hellenic Cataphract that's somehow almost catching my horse archers. Did catch my horse archers. It's funny how I couldn't catch him with a faster horseman a minute ago. Armored elephants heading for my... Okay, we've pinned down the cataphracts. The elephants are coming after me. Should be able to take out the elephants.
The men are wavering.
My guys are getting caught by elephants too. Losing men over on this flank. Just get my slingers free. I'm less concerned about the enemy infantry. Chase down those cataphracts while they're running. Yeah, my infantry not real concerned about.
Our men flee the field of battle.
If they die, they die. In fact, I'm going to use them to just pin the enemy right here. Did we kill the elephants yet? No. Elephants haven't even lost a single unit yet.
Our men flee
I've
the
yet to
field
kill
of
this unit of
battle.
Hellenic Cataphracts. They're not going down. And the elephants are catching my general. But it looks like we finally killed the elephants, so that's huge. At least we got them off the field.
An entire unit has perished.
I mean, honestly, any sort of victory at this point is going to be a victory. I'm going to lose all my Medians, though. Stupid Cataphract won't die.
Our men flee the field of battle.
And then I've got javelins and pikes right behind me. We've stupid Cataphract, man. 19 men. Come on. Okay, now I can get my slingers and horse archers into action here. I don't see any more enemy cav except for a few horse archers. There we go. Or no, the cataphracts are still alive. Good grief. Well, I don't have a choice. Gonna have to pull out. I think that was an enemy general right there that we just killed, though. Thank goodness. These hillmen. Guys stay on skirmish. Fire at will. Skirmish. Fire at will. I can probably
We have discovered the enemy's
shoot
hidden
the enemy
units.
to death at this point. Though I'm not entirely convinced of it. Let's bring these... no, there's still going to be infantry units over there, so I can't attack those guys just yet. Hopefully my horse archers aren't going to stand there and get hit with javelins like they normally do, so... to just keep pulling back. I actually am not going to have near enough ammo to get this job done.
We will darken the skies.
Yeah, the Bactrians are going to beat me here. I just do not believe that I have the ammunition left. My horse archers have had to spend a great deal of ammunition
The enemy
on
general
not
is
getting a
dead.
whole lot of kills, unfortunately. I'm going to try and use my slingers some here. Slingers are getting some nice kills there. I need my Median cav over here bad so that I can pin some of this infantry down, because I can't keep getting
Our
shots.
hidden units have been discovered.
There we go. Got myself some shots again. Peltist. Eastern Spearman. Good grief. The Bactrians just have a ton of men. They're going to win by sheer weight of numbers here. I shouldn't have taken this fight. Should have retreated.
We are at your
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Who knows? I'll see what I can do here. It's going to be a desperate, desperate fight. If it's possible for me to win, which I'm not
We have
convinced it
discovered the
is.
enemy's hidden units.
Let's get rid of these peltists here real quick. Of course, they're going to retreat towards the pikes and then towards the hillmen. At least I can use my cav to get these guys to quit charging for a minute. And these slingers are almost dead just from pillow throws.
missiles. As the devil. Parthian
Go ahead and turn all my horse archers back on fire at will. Yeah, look at, I mean, these guys just get pillow throw after pillow throw. They need to change it to where your guys will skirmish away from the range of enemy javelins.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
It's just a dang mess. Some of my horse archers are running out of ammo now too.
Slingers! Find your targets!
Enemy Peltis still on the battlefield. At least we got the attention of a whole bunch of their men over here.
Missiles!
Yeah, this is just not gonna work.
Our men flee the field.
Alright, well, don't know what else I can do there. Just gonna have to try and get away with some of my men alive. We at least inflicted, I mean, the Bactrian just outnumbered me 2-1. That's my problem there, and I just didn't get enough meaningful kills on my horse archers. Didn't have a good way to take down their cataphracts. And then while I was having to try and deal with elephants, my infantry line got beat, so I couldn't bring any rear charges in. Yeah, so that's going to be a loss, a bad one. But, you know, at least we, like I said, dealt the Bactrians some losses. We kind of know what they've got on their hands there, and we'll try and get away and retrain what we can here. Anyway, that's going to be all the time I have for this particular episode. That was a frustrating fight at the end. Some of these fights are annoying, just don't feel like I've got the right tools to win these, so maybe I need to reimagine what my army's composed of. I'm going to try and quit trespassing these guys and get back over to my settlement. Yep, anyway, HeirofCarthage signing off for now.